Hello, my friend. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the story of a world-famous dish. Lean back and relax. Today I'm going to tell you the story of the world's most beloved food. We're going to talk about how a piece of dough won the hearts of billions of people. Imagine you're holding a slice of pizza right now. There's melted cheese on it, tomato sauce. But this dish has a history that goes back thousands of years. Back then, there were no tomatoes, no cheese, not even a word called pizza. Everything started with bread. After people discovered fire, they began making flatbreads. Egyptians, Greeks, Romans, they all baked flat, round doughs in stone ovens. It was a simple food, cheap, filling, easy. They put whatever they could find on top. Olive oil, herbs, sometimes cheese, sometimes honey. Not for taste, just to fill their stomachs. Pizza wasn't invented in a single day. It developed slowly over centuries. Every civilization added something, took something away. And eventually, this delicious journey came to an end in one city. One of Italy's most beautiful cities, Naples. A dish born in the streets of Naples. In the 18th century, Naples was one of Italy's most crowded cities. Crowding meant poverty. There were hundreds of thousands of people here known as Lazzaroni, living on the streets, getting by on their daily earnings. These people had no time. Most of the time they had no home to set up a kitchen in. They needed something fast, cheap, and filling. The city's bakers noticed this. They took dough. They put some things on top to make it appealing. Olive oil, cheese, mushrooms. They baked it, cut it, and sold it. A slice of pizza could keep a Neapolitan worker full for a few hours, and the price was almost nothing. Pizza sellers would set up stalls in the streets of Naples. A customer would come, eat as much as they wanted, and pay. The wealthy didn't look favorably on this food back then. They called it the food of the poor. Pizza was something sold on the streets, eaten with your hands, no plates, no forks. The world kept moving forward and something happened. An ingredient arrived in southern Italy, coming from the American continent, the tomato. Tomatoes arrived in Europe in the 16th century. After the Spanish discovered America, they brought tomatoes with them. At first, Europeans didn't trust the tomato. It might be poisonous, they said. For a while, they only used it as an ornamental plant. Slowly, the prejudice faded. In southern Italy, especially around Naples, the poor began eating tomatoes. Why? Because it was cheap, because it was plentiful, because hunger forces people to try everything. Of course, bakers put tomatoes on top of pizza. Sauce also started being made from tomatoes. Tomato sauce changed the face of pizza. It gave both color and flavor. It enhanced the taste of the dough. Toward the end of the 18th century, tomato pizza became widespread in Naples. It was still the food of the poor. It was still sold on the streets. In the year 1889, Italy had completed its unification and a new kingdom had been established. King Umberto and Queen Margherita visited Naples. It's said the queen was tired of French cuisine. She wanted to try something local. Someone made her a suggestion. Try pizza. The palace chef was given the task. 3 different pizzas were prepared for the queen. Which one did the queen like the most? The one with tomato sauce and white mozzarella cheese. This pizza was given the queen's name, Margherita. Pizza began to move out of being the food of the poor and into a respected position. A queen had now eaten pizza. Now everyone could eat it. But there was still time before pizza's true rise. and that real rise would take place on a completely different continent. Italian immigrants and pizza's journey to America. The end of the 19th century, the beginning of the 20th century. Millions of people emigrated from Italy, especially from the South, to America. Poverty, unemployment, the hope of a better life pushed them to cross the ocean. What did they bring with them? Clothes in their suitcases, hopes in their hearts, recipes in their minds. They settled in New York, Chicago, Boston. They built their own neighborhoods. They baked pizzas to meet their need for food. In the year 1905, Gennaro Lombardi opened America's first official pizzeria in New York. This place is still actively standing. It still welcomes visitors. At first, the pizzerias only sold to Italian immigrants. As time passed, local people got curious. They tried it. They liked it. World War I, World War II. American soldiers fought in Italy. They ate pizza there. When they returned to their country, they looked for that taste. Pizza sellers saw this demand. Pizza was becoming a popular food around the world. Development accelerated with the fast food age. In the year 1958, in Wichita, Kansas, two brothers named Dan and Frank Carney rented a small shack and started selling pizza. They named it Pizza Hut. In the year 1960, Tom Monahan bought a pizzeria in Ypsilanti, Michigan. He changed the name, Domino's. These two names changed the history of pizza forever. Pizza Hut and Domino's didn't just sell pizza, they built a system. The same quality pizzas were produced in every branch. Wherever you are, you get the same taste. And Domino's added one more thing, home delivery. At your door in 30 minutes, or it's free. This slogan became legendary. Pizza was no longer just something to eat at a restaurant. You'd sit at home, place an order, and pizza would arrive. This concept fundamentally changed people's eating habits. You can watch our video where we explain people's eating habits in detail from the cards. The 1970s, the 1980s. The chains grew. They spread across the world. Pizza Hut entered Japan. It entered Australia. It entered the Middle East. It entered everywhere. And wherever it entered, one thing happened. It became local. In every country where a branch opened, things from that country's culture began to be added to the pizzas. The dough changed too. Some people preferred thick dough, others thin. Or some liked soft dough, others crispy. Today, nearly 5 billion slices of pizza are eaten every day around the world. Yes, 5 billion. Try to picture that number in your head. Impossible, right? Pizza is one of the most consumed foods in the world today. People never got tired of eating pizza, because pizza keeps changing. These days, restaurants let pizza dough rest for 12 hours, sometimes 72 hours. It's possible to find every kind of pizza. In the year 2017, Neapolitan-style pizza making was added to UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage list. That means a pizza maker hand-stretching dough, placing it on a tray and putting it in the oven, was considered a tradition worth preserving on a global scale. On the other hand, pizza kept its simplicity. It's still one of the world's cheapest, most practical, most filling foods. When it arrives at your door inside a cardboard box, you still smell that scent as you open it. You still feel something with that first bite. Everything started with a piece of dough. A few ingredients were put on top. It went into the oven. And over thousands of years, slowly, passing from hand to hand, crossing continents, it became what it is today. The story of pizza is really the story of humanity, a story woven with hunger, creativity, migration, adaptation, and sharing. First it filled the stomach of a Neapolitan worker. Then it delighted the palate of a queen. Then it crossed oceans. Then it spread across the whole world. Today's story ends here. We hope you enjoyed our video. If you want to improve your English, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.